Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you with an urgent alert. As I'm sure you're all aware, it's all over the news, all over C-SPAN, all over CNN, all over AOL, all over MSN, all over MSNBC, AQ, PTOL. The United States government has just banned Bitcoin. The Federal Reserve has announced that XRP will be used as the template for the new digital dollar, and early investors in Solana and Dogecoin can actually be minting NFTs of their favorite U.S. senators and representatives. Meanwhile, President Joe Biden has stepped down for Vitalik Buterin, and Ethereum will replace President Joe Biden as the new president of the United States. Hold on. I'm getting it. Okay. It's getting even worse. Okay. Bored Ape Yacht Club has just become the largest corporation in the United States after merging with Fubu. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Bored Ape Yacht Club DAO is now the largest corporation in the world after merging with Fubu. Honestly, in light of all these announcements, I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with the channel. Since Bitcoin has been banned and since I am a United States citizen, it just seems like we won't be able to continue. I think what we'll likely do, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to restructure the channel. We're going to focus solely on Nike shoe flipping. So we're going to flip Nikes and maybe Adidas's, not Fubu, because we can't support the powers that be now that they're the largest corporation in the world. And I think we're also going to focus on reselling furniture. So we're going to get furniture off of Amazon. We'll refinish it. We'll polish it up and we'll resell it on Craigslist. We'll make tutorials. We'll make videos, and we're going to get through this, guys. We're going to get through this. So hold on. Just another announcement. Okay. Obviously, welcome to another episode of the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. As always, with your host, my name is Justin Wise. I'm the lead analyst and senior mentor at crackingcryptocurrency.com. If you haven't figured out by now, everything I just said is a lie. Happy April Fools, everybody. Happy April. A new month, a new day in cryptocurrency. And it's going to be a glorious, beautiful day, guys. So, long traders are up well today. Short traders are up too as well, taking profits. So yesterday, speaking of which, this just in, I can't hear you. All right, guys. Hopefully you guys are doing. Oh shit! Is there music? Hold on a second, guys. There shouldn't be music. Hold on a sec. Okay, hold on, guys. I gotta figure out how to. I don't understand what's playing the music. There we go. Okay. Okay, the music should be off. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm not sure what I'm not sure what happened there. It's my voice mod application. What was the music? Was it like rave music? Sorry, guys. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure what caused that. Of course, it would happen when I actually have a funny conversation. Rave music? Yeah, it's still, for some reason, it's still going over on my my system. So, I don't know. I'll have to look into that and figure it out. Let's see here. Properties. That's system. Oh, okay. Obviously, I have some music playing somewhere. Okay, here we go. Anyways, we'll figure it out later. It was funnier with the music? Okay, good, cool. All right, well, okay, all is accomplished. Anyways, of course, today is April 1st, 2022, foul year of our Lord in the cryptocurrency markets. Thank you, guys. I want to congratulate you guys on surviving it this far into kind of the mini crypto bear, of course, as we have corrected down and things are doing well. So the first thing I want to do, it's going to be a quick update today. Goes time to sell all your Bitcoin, your house, your car, your wife. Go all in on Will Smith Inu. It's a real thing. Of course it is. Okay. Anyways, we're going to have a good show for you guys today. It's going to be a real quick, brief show. We're just going to go over the markets, go over my rationing, go over my thinking. What am I doing to prepare for the weekend? And what am I looking for going into next week? All right. But keep it very short and simple. Of course, yesterday was my birthday. We are going to be celebrating it this weekend. So we are going to be going up to the mountains to do a little bit of skiing, a little bit of shenanigans and skiing and rest and relaxation with the family and friends. So appreciate you guys for tuning into the live stream. Just wanted to give you this update before I left for the weekend. And of course, we will be back in the office on Monday with our live streams, with our analysis, and with our regular trading. Also have another pre-recorded video coming out next week, expanding and on my previous strategy video of how to find 100x altcoins. And I'm going to go more into depth on some of the tools that I use to find those types of trades and positions. Then the next video on that, I think, is going to be on profit taking, because I get that question a lot. Profit taking when it comes to just your standard trading is relatively easy. I think a lot of members of the group and I think a lot of viewers of the stream understand that. But when it comes to profit taking for longer term investments, like our short term investments, right? Like we're buying DeFi coins. When do we take profits? When we're kind of looking at these big 2x, 3x, 5x gains. The answer is you do have to take profits. And it's going to depend on whether it's a long-term investment or a short-term investment. Because one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make in the cryptocurrency space is that they treat short-term investments as long-term investments. So they make mistakes, and i.e. they don't take profits along the way and they get dumped on. And when it comes to long-term investments, they tend to expect the same kind of performance out of a long-term investment that they would expect out of a short-term investment. So I see this happen all of the time. People will throw a couple $1,000s into some random shitcoin. And then when it 5x's, they don't take profits because they get greedy then. And now they want to treat this short-term shitcoin like Bitcoin, like it's going to grow over the next 5 to 10 years. It's not. It pumped. It's Ponzi-nomics. Take your profits, rotate your money, and move on. That's how the DeFi space works. That's how the altcoin space works, right? It's like 1 out of every 50 projects is actually going to be around next year. Maybe 1 out of every 200 projects is going to be around next year. So the odds that you're going to find the crypto gem that's going to boom is just not realistic, right? So if you know that's one of the most common strategies in DeFi coins, Ponzi-nomics, following the narrative, following the marketing, following what's pumping, following what's being shilled. You do that, you get in, you make money, you rotate capital into the next thing. You rotate, right? It's the same thing that we do with PTP, except we're trading more established coins. We're trading more pronounced movements on the daily time frame. You find your signal, you get in, you take your trade, you take your profits, and you rotate your money into the next trade. That's what you do. We don't get married to these coins. That's what your investment portfolio is, right? You want to curate over time with your profits and with excess capital, an investment portfolio of projects that you actually believe in for the long run. Now, you can apply these concepts to long-term investments, to short-term investments. It's all the same, but just understanding that when you're in a short-term project and it does well, you take your profits, you rotate. If you're putting capital for the long run into long established projects that you think are going to do well over the next 5 to 10 years, things like Bitcoin, things like Ethereum, things like Luna, things like Solana, things like Polkadot, Avalanche, Phantom, all these layer 1 alternatives, or maybe L2s. So Polygon, for example, Arbitrum, Optimistic, all of these kind of things that you can be rolling your money into and thinking they're going to do well over the next 5 to 10 years. You don't want to be too quick to take profits on those. So we've talked about these things a lot before. So let's get into the analysis today. And the first thing that I want to do is just kind of share with you this funny article so we can get a few more laughs. All right, here we are in the live scene. I just wanted to read this a little bit, guys. So this is just hilarious. This is probably one of the best April Fool's articles that I've read. So Do Kwon, if you guys don't know, Do Kwon is the founder of Terra Labs. They're developers of the Terra Luna network. So Do Kwon revealed that he wants to crash the crypto market after realizing that his Ponzi is unsustainable, anonymous sources have said. Do Kwon wants to dump Bitcoin to zero because he has realized that Terra is destined to fail, and he has enlisted the help of a group of Bored Ape hackers and 0x Sifu to acquire Satoshi's Nakamoto's seed phrase to get access to his Bitcoins. All right, let's see here. Yeah, this is pretty cool. A group of ardent Bitcoin bulls has established a plan to stop Do Kwon from tanking the market. According to documents seen by Crypto Briefing, Nayib Bukele, that's the president of El Salvador, Adam Bax, Kathy Wood, and Michael Saylor have created a group called the Bitcoin Maximal Bid Trust to front-run Do Kwon selling. So this is an awesome article. I linked it on my Twitter, and I also posted this in the Discord if you guys want to go get a good laugh at this. This is just all good stuff. All right, so shout outs to everybody in the chat. I see you guys. Let's see here. MT Coiner, clickbait. Yeah, it worked, man. B-Flow, MRD, sorry, what's your Murdoch? Oh, that's Murdoch the Murloc, of course. Chris Rock, Sam Willow. We've got Alex81SG, Devon Craft. We've got B-Flow, Cryptonomics, Christian P, Max Payne. Let's see here. Good to see you guys. Good morning to you guys. Mad respect. Much love for you guys stopping by the stream this morning. A little bit of an early stream today, but again, we just kind of want to break these things down. Okay, so I did post most of this on my Twitter, but I'll just go over it so you guys can see kind of my thought process in live time. Let's switch over to the half chart for this. Okay. Bitcoin on the weekly time frame here. All right, not too much interesting. We went over a lot of this yesterday. The narrative is, of course, there for price appreciation. Of course, we have broken above the weekly 55 exponential moving average. This is coming off of this double bottom and expected bounce off the 100 weekly exponential moving average, which we've seen time and time again. Remember, when Bitcoin reaches a cycle high, historically, it corrects down to the 55. It bounces. It corrects down to the 100 weekly average. It bounces. And then it ultimately corrects down to the 200 weekly simple moving average, monthly 55 weekly moving average, monthly 55 simple exponential moving average. And those have been the macro bottoms for the market cycle where we can actually start to get price appreciation. So overall, pretty common here, kind of a tricky area of the market to trade in. Of course, as a trend following trader, you kind of want to identify this as trend emergence and begin trading to the long side. And just for the sake of brevity here, if we were looking at potential long positions off of this, so we're looking for weekly trend initiation, what that means is that our momentum oscillator has crossed the zero line from down to above, indicating that a bullish trend is likely to emerge. Wada Atar explosion is giving us a similar signal as well, and Minx has crossed over the signal line, all right, the noise line, excuse me. Minx has crossed over the noise line. We are in oversold territory, which means it's a bottom buy. Minx has not crossed the zero line here to confirm time transformation, but there's another way to view this as well, and another way to use these indicators, which is using Minx crossovers and using time transformation centered oscillator signal. So if time transformation is above the zero line, then price is bullish. If below, then you trade bearishly, markdown phases of the market. Okay, but I did just want to give you those price targets if you were taking weekly long positions from here, 52, 59, and 65. Now, I have been on record saying that I do think 52 to 59, I do think this is the optimum area for price to return to. We have this very large selling initiation candle right here, and that's essentially that range. I feel price wants to return. That's the principle. Whenever there's a large amount of volume, price likes to return to those areas. You can see this with volume profile. You can simply see it with the size of the candle and the size of the volume bar. All of these things come to play to know where price is likely to return, where there's pockets of liquidity, where there's areas of interest in the market. Price wants to return to areas of liquidity because price, like all things, likes to be fair. And when there's a lot of volume traded at a certain price, that is considered a fair price. It's an active price active place for price to return. Whereas if you have areas of low liquidity, areas of low volume, it is an uninteresting area for price. Price does not like to be there. That's often when you will see stop hunts. That's often when you will see wicks, and that's often when you see price just cut through those price areas like butter. All right, so 52, 59, very likely targets coming in. As I said yesterday, what I would like to see here is a pullback to this weekly 55 daily baseline, essentially have that established as support. We've broken resistance. We'd like to see a retest from above. Old resistance becomes new support, and then we can begin to push up. So for that reason, I'm not chasing weekly long positions here or looking to add to my weekly long. We already established in the trading group our weekly long positions down at 38,000 on that initial test of the 100 weekly exponential moving average, and we did bounce as expected. So we've already taken we're 50% out on that position. We got out at 55 on this first pump, and now we're just going to wait. If price does pull back and bases on good volume, and we see a reversal in the direction of this new trend, I will add to my position on Bitcoin, and I'll look to take profits up at 52.59 and then reevaluate. But for now, nothing doing. Don't feel like chasing price. Now on the daily, this is relatively interesting. Yesterday, I had recommended a short position for everyone on Cardano as well as Bitcoin. That trade actually worked out real well. We were on the 6-hour time frame for this, and we did short right about here. Price did come down and hit one of our take profit targets on our BTC USD short trade. We're still in that position. We'll get to that here in just a second. And on our Cardano trade, we did hit 2 of 3 take profit targets, and that position is now closed. Price returned to our entry price. Thank you, Aaron Webb. I highly appreciate that, man. Mr. Ether, Robert Warner, have I mentioned the Ronin hack this week? No, but all these bridge hacks. So for those of you who don't know, Wormhole Capital, Wormhole was a very popular bridge between Ethereum, and I believe they were bridging to, hold on a second here. It was a wrapped Ether. Was it Paul? No. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I apologize. But that bridge got exploited for like $850 million. Those funds were immediately replaced by Jump Capital, which is one of the largest trading desks in the world. And now the Ronin bridge for Axie Infinity has just been hacked for like $625 or $320 million, one of those two. Yeah, rough. But all this, those kind of stories are one reason, and one of the big pain points in cryptocurrency right now is bridges. Like, they're far less secure than we'd like to think that they are. They're convenient, but they're far less secure. Now, moving on from that as well, it's also one reason why I'm extremely excited and bullish on this emerging sector of cryptocurrency, which is interchain composability or interchain operability, right? So things like Cosmos with the IBC, things like Stargate with their full chain composability, decentralized application process. All of these things I'm incredibly bullish on, and I think is going to be one of the next big plays in cryptocurrency. So absolutely. All right, so back to the daily here. So again, we did get this pullback. I did say that I would like to see price retrace here to the daily baseline and then begin to push up. Now, it didn't go all the way down, and that's totally fine. Remember, these levels aren't perfect, they're zones. But I had my bid set at 43,300, and price just did not get that low. So I'm uneager to chase price right here, right? And plus, I'm going to be going I'm going to be up in the mountains this weekend. So I just don't really feel like chasing price. As I said, things that you guys can watch for, if you are looking at this like this is the buy the dip opportunity, right? Price is pulled back, we're going to push up and we're going to break and we're going to actually hit those 52.59s. And Justin, you're going to be left in the dust because you didn't buy Bitcoin. Well, I did buy Bitcoin, but like, you're saying I could buy more. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Anyways, okay, so things that you should be watching for. If you are a premium member, then you're going to have access to these indicators right here. If you're just watching the stream from the comfort of your own home, I highly recommend you go over to TradingView and you type into your indicator pane cracking, and you can take advantage of our free indicator suite, which is going to include the Fisher Transform, the Ichimoku, Wada-Atar Explosion, okay? What you can use with those indicators is you can watch for a bullish continuation signal. Now, obviously, with time transformation, we're going to be looking for the Fisher line to cross over the signal line, okay? And for Minx, we're going to be looking for the same thing. We're going to be looking for the Minx line to cross over the noise line. Or we could be watching Wada-Atar Explosion to see if we can get positive delta above the explosion level. All of these kind of trade initiation signals we can be watching for here, and we're not seeing any of that. What I'm worried about with taking a long here on Bitcoin is that we just get stuck in this range and reject again. So I'm always looking for one pattern. It's worked for me many, many times. It's one of the few patterns that I watch for when I'm trading reversals, and that's going to be a swing failure pattern where we make a high, we retrace, we make a high, we retrace, we push up, we fail to make a higher high, and then we reject. And I typically like to short from there. Now, That's what I'm always watching for here on BTC USD. Of course, we have this overhead resistance of the 200 daily simple moving average. So we can either look for that bullish crossover signal to re-enter the long trade, or God forbid, if we break the 200 daily simple moving average, we can either take the breakout trade or maybe wait for a pullback. But I think that if we do end up breaking the 200 simple, I do doubt that it's going to happen over the weekend. We usually don't get huge formative moves over the weekend. But if it does happen on Monday, then we can look for that breakout long. You always got to be careful. Monday is, of course, renowned for setting up fake movements, right? So something that could, of course, happen is we come up here. It looks very strong on the day that it's happening, but then before the end of the day, we just wick down and we have this reversal candle. And of course, that's a short. But now that I've drawn like a tree in a mountain, apparently, here on the chart. Yeah, guys, I apologize if the video stream is not as high as it usually is. We are, of course, heading for the mountains today, and so my daughter did stay home from school, and I believe she is streaming Frozen upstairs. And yeah, we just don't have the $1 billion internet like we used to. Anyways, that's my thoughts on BTC USD right here. I am going to hold my short open. My short's still open. I left my stop at 47,105, like right here. Obviously a little nervous as I saw price pushing up to it, but I'm still kind of eager to see this reversal and maybe lower prices here. The daily, there isn't massive volume on this candle. There is, though. If we go down to the 6 hour, it's a pretty impressive 6 hour candle. I'm not going to lie. So all kinds of things. Just my personal take on this, how I'm treating this, guys, is I'm not longing this maneuver right here. I'm actually looking for this to fail and bid down to lower prices, rejection from this previous range that we were trading in, and again, trend initiation volume right here, guys, and we can just kind of see the volume right here. I don't think that it's enough to turn price around. Of course, I can be wrong. I'm wrong 9 out of 10 times, but I'm just kidding. More like 7 out of 10 times. We'll see here. Okay, moving on. Let's go take a look at Ethereum as well. And then we're going to be heading for the doors here relatively quickly. We'll just stick to the perpetual contract here on Bybit. Again, Ethereum weekly looking relatively interesting. We did talk about the weekly narrative of rejecting from the weekly baseline, both on Ethereum and on Bitcoin as well. Again, same consolidation period here, same attempt to break out, same crossover here, but not the same signal from WADA, and we're not quite over the zero line with time transformation. So for all these reasons, again, not the weekly long signal that we're looking for. Again, as far as trend initiation or trend following, the trade that was on the table was the retest of the 100 weekly exponential moving average and the expected bounce, which were there. So again, taking some profits right here, definitely a good idea. We've already done that. So if you haven't taken profits on your Bitcoin long and you did grab it up at the bottom down at like 38, 36, kudos to you if you got it 36. Then and same for Ethereum. If you scooped up some Ethereum like sub 2,500, then I would look to take some profits here and move your stop loss up so that you're in a no loss situation. If it pumps, great. If it dumps, you made some money. All right, I think that's the best route going forward. Okay. Daily time frame on Ethereum, again, very similar. We've got the overhead resistance, the 200 daily simple moving average. We got the sell signal that came in from time transformation, just nailed the top pullback. We're pushing back up, but we haven't broke above that resistance yet. Still falling explosion level here, excuse me. Still falling, positive delta, still falling explosion level. And Minx is actually hinting at that crossover today. So we might actually be getting that in overbought territory. So that's a sell signal, right? That's a sell signal, guys. When Minx crosses over in bullish in an overbought territory, that's a sell signal. So pretty simple. You guys can either look to establish shorts, or again, this could all be invalidated if we end up just getting real bullishness here, and we're just married to the market phase and we keep pushing up. So you can hold your weekly long positions open, take some profits here at resistance, and then just wait, sit on the sidelines and see if we break out. You could add to your positions, or see if we pull back more, you could get in at a lower price for your ad. If we are going to push up to 52.59 on Bitcoin, which likely is going to mean we're going to be pushing up to about 39, maybe 41 here on Ethereum. Thank you, Mr. Robert. Highly appreciated, my brother. Okay, let's... we're going to hop back over to Bitcoin and just take a look at some of the lower time frames here, see if we've got any trades on the table. Of course, we talked about the daily. Let's get rid of the baseline here. We'll go to the 6 hour. Again, price pushing down on good volume. Really no basing volume or climax volume, selling climax volume here. Again, there is good volume on this candle, so we might get some upside here. but I would like to see a pullback from this area as well. And don't say it's just because I'm short. Don't say it. It's just because I'm short. All right, 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame. We did have that nice buy. Look at that nice buy signal from time transformation on the 4-hour time frame, giving you this beautiful trade. Did bottom feeder pick that one up as well? Yeah, bottom feeder was telling you to buy all of this. Beautiful trade from bottom feeder here. Let's go down here to, so 4-hour time frame. We do have minks in oversold territory pushing to the upside. We do have the bearish momentum that's kind of died out here on Watertar Explosion. And again, that buy signal coming in from time transformation. So if you did want to take a long here, watch for this pullback. You don't want to see this. If you are bullish here and you want to take us to the upside, you don't actually at all want to see price go below this, because this is your initiation candle. A lot of volume, a lot of buying, a lot of demand came in on this candle. Not massive, not insane. Again, 4-hour candle about the same as this initiation candle over here, but you don't want to see this candle fail. Like if price goes all the way back down here, then this isn't bullish. This was a complete fake pump. 45-minute time frame. Again, beautiful buy signal coming in here from time transformation right here, and leading to this 45-minute sell signal that is just now printing on the current 45. We got 31 minutes and 25 seconds for this candle to close, but just great trade here. Great trade here from time transformation. And again, minks here as well, giving you this buy signal down here. And we're not quite overbought on minks yet. But definitely a good maneuver here. Definitely a good maneuver here on the daily. So I would actually expect price to pretty much just stay right around here over the weekend. That's what I'm expecting. We've had the big move. We might get the big retrace here, but more than likely we can stay locked in this range maybe. So maybe this range for the weekend with minor deviations above and below. And then Monday we'll come in and see what the real move is going to be. 15-minute time frame. Sell signal, buy signal to sell signal, hidden bullish divergence, pulled back a little bit up. Mink sell signal in overbought territory here. Let's take a look at our VWAP double bounce strategy here. Yeah, we actually now have, this would have been your short right here. We're trading above the second standard deviation of VWAP. We come back down after regular bearish divergence. And Bob's your uncle. All right, taking a look at our altcoins, we are still long on Aave. Aave having a beautiful move today, and the altcoins continuing to push up. So I think that if you're looking for something, I think that if you want to trade to the long side, it's going to be in the altcoins. Like I'm long on Aave. We're up another 18% today. Just absolutely fantastic. A little bit more now, 21%. So holding Aave for the long term here. Well, not long term. It's a swing trade though. So we talked about that. We picked it up on the weekly time frame. Here's that weekly time transformation buy signal coming in and pushing us up to these nice prices that we were expecting. Let's take a look here at Cardano as well. Again, we got these weekly buy signals pretty much across the board. On just about all the assets. Algo, Alice, we got them on, Alice. Here's Cosmos. Did we get the weekly buy signal on Cosmos? No, we didn't. Cosmos stuck in a range for a whole year, right? All right, what time we got? 10:45. All right, I got it. I got a little bit of time left. Yeah, Cosmos, one of my favorite coins to trade, but not doing too much here on the daily, and in fact, kind of stalling out. Here's that resistance that we just ran into and just kind of stalling out. But again, the broader market does, the altcoin blue chips are doing quite well today. Some key coins that I saw earlier that I think are doing well. Phantom looked very interesting here. Let's look at Phantom. So we've got the baseline closing above the baseline. We've got this continuation signal coming in from time transformation right here. Minx agrees, it's bullish. We've got a fresh signal on Watertar Explosion, positive delta higher than the previous one. Very good stuff to see, guys. So Phantom does look good here. Let's go look at some metrics for that trade. Phantom looks good here. Looking to go up to about $1.90 here on Phantom if things continue up. What else looked really good today? Meso Go looked really good today. Yeah, Meso Go just having some nice continuation here. We're running into some issues right here, and we've got these multiple sell signals, but we can watch on the daily again, see if we get a nice crossover here and for the trade to continue to the upside. That's what I'd be watching for. Also, let's take a look at Terra Luna here. Again, Terra Luna pulling back to the daily baseline and trying to push up here. Again, if you want to watch Bitcoin, watch what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin keeps pushing up, then these assets are going to do well. And if Bitcoin goes sideways over the weekend, then altcoins are actually still going to perform well. So I think that having those that altcoin exposure is actually not a bad idea moving into the weekend. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much what we got to do, brother. All right, I appreciate. Listen, just wanted to give you guys a brief update on what I'm doing, how I'm positioning myself. So still short on BTC, not on Cardano anymore. Took my profits on that. To be fair though, I'm also long on BTC as well. So weekly long position established from 38, trading the reversal yesterday on the lower time frame. So just a trade, just a medium term trade. As well as the short, I am still in the long term here, expecting 52, 59 higher prices coming in from BTC, whether it happens after a more significant pullback or if we just continue to push on up from here. It's all the same. All right. So let's slide over to the DSLR here. Thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate the time. Mad respect to everybody coming by and stopping into the stream this morning just for a quick update on the cryptocurrency markets, particularly Bitcoin and Ethereum. We also talked about Phantom, Omisa Go, and we talked about Luna a little bit there as well. So apply your analysis, hop into the Discord and share your trade, share your alpha. Let us know what you're doing. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, sarcastic remarks, hot stock tips, or death threats, you guys can leave them in the comments section. If you're following us on YouTube, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe for daily analysis. If you're following on Twitter, make sure to retweet and like the tweet. Highly appreciated. If you're over on Twitch or DLive, a follow and a sub is always appreciated. Thank you guys so much to the community for letting us grow. We will be back here on Monday. I will be trying to post updates over the weekend if something insane happens. So if you guys have any ideas or anything, any questions, make sure to drop by the Discord. Links down in the description below. Or up on the official pages, depending on where you're watching us. And be safe, guys. Share alpha, make friends. We're all going to make it. All right, guys. I will be back on Monday. Trade safely. Cheers, guys.